Thank you, Coach. From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Chicago Bears and the Miami Dolphins.
Number 23, back to return.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
For a touchdown.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Check three. You're mine.
Now the Georgia Southern man, this is Jerick McKinnon. Even with the nice move, can't go very far. Stop short of the 30. A gain of 3, second down.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
White down. 24. Hey, 734. Down. You wide 88.
They fake the handoff. Now Carr. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Leonard Floyd able to get him down for a loss of 11 on the play, and it'll be 4th down. Now Jordan Berry on to kick this one away. Back deep is Tavon Austin. Taken in at the 22. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15, and the Bears take over.
15 yards.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. Here we go. Wide 80. Hey, 17's yours. Watch 17.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move. 4 down. 4 down. 26.
Freeman again, a first down carry. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
That's what I'm talking about. All day, every day. Let's go.
Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Now the Dolphins are going to take another timeout here. And that's their second charged timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining.
Here we go, 46. Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. Gun. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Here we go, 47. Let's go, D. 26.
3rd and long for Prescott. And able to find Conley. Give him 30 yards there.
All the skills were on display on that big-time play. How about him blasting off the line of scrimmage, deep downfield, sells the post pattern in a big way, and that's really pretty easy to do because all defenders are taught not to get beat in the middle of the field. And then how about the agility to break it off towards the corner? Really nicely thrown ball. Awesome completion.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Tight end right. Hey, 4 down.
1st down, Prescott. He's got the hook up with Conley. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Let's go. Way to go, D. Way to go, D. Swing to the field, right. To the right. 35's the mic. You don't want none of that. Give me that. Pick up the ball. Kill.
Back to the running game. It's Freeman. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Shift. Let's go. Let's finish now. Gun. 53. Switch. It's A. It's out.
Prescott from the gun on third. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Kevon Seymour. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept the pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but, boy, he's playing really well.
Chief. We got three down. Down. Blue 80. Watch out. Express. 637. 93. Hey, watch the ship.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. Flush to his right. And going deep for Hill. It got his man complete. And all the way down to the 35. It's a big play there for Miami. 45 yards.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
Please remember to pick up your game program at any civilian station or at the main office on the mezzanine level.
Hey, here we go.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hey, get set. 180. Hey, here we go. Purdue. No. Raider 2. Hey, 734. Lucky. Go. Deuce right. Motion.
Throwing on 1st down is Carr. Dancing to his left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
Deuce right. 29. Slam. Go, Chief. Hey, Mike. Go. Mike 51.
To throw again. Carr. A dump down to McKinnon. Finding room to the 20. And finally down at the 9-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
First foray into the red zone for Miami. They're looking at a 1st and goal from about the 9.
Switch.
Toss play to McKinnon. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Jerick McKinnon, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are in for 6. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Walsh adds the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. And now the Bears coming out as they get ready. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it?
Wide 80. Hey, 4 down, 4 down, 4 down. Here we go, 47, 47. Check. 26.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Ziggy Ansah in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year.
You see me? You see me? They can't stop me out here.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Even. 4 down. Here we go. Wide 80. Shift. Watch the shift. Here we go, 47, 47. Here we go, 46. Hey, watch the ball. Gun. 26.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. Looking for White on the deep ball. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. And he'll wind up losing 5 yards or so on the return, but no matter, they've got the football back.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
Slam. White down. 734. White.
Now a play fake here on first down. Flushed out right. And that's going to be incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
Raider 8. 58, right over there. OP. 58, right there. Hey, here we go. Yeah, that's what I do. 734. 58's the mic. 734. Man.
Throwing again. Carr. A dump down to McKinnon. Brings it up just shy of the 25. Showed some of that quickness there on the move. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining.
Watch the air. Hey, Raider 2. Down. You wide 8.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
Now he'll let it go. He's got a man, complete. A big play there for the Dolphins, 41 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Guests driving RVs and campers are reminded that
2 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to Miami after this.
this area does allow for vehicles to hang over onto the sidewalk.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Hey,
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Being chased out left. He's going to air it out deep for Green. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. A.J. Green, his first touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins add on to their lead.
As you know, I love the players of the past, but the players of the present and their mobility to move around and play quarterback, we just saw the end result of a guy that can shake it and find a guy open downfield.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. He's going to try and go deep again. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked by Kevon Seymour. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Break! Alert 3, alert 3, alert 3. 51's the mic, 51's the mic.
Deuce right, Chief.
Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me.
29. 29.
Me and you.
Heavy.
Hey, watch.
694. 29.
Check 4.
29. 29.
Check 24. Check 20.
Go. Get set.
Carr now on first down. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll be second down.
Break. Tight end right.
618.
Right. 4 down.
694.
58's the mic.
29.
58's the mic. What we got?
Play action. Now it's Carr.
Kill.
And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line.
That's how we do.
Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
694.
Mike 22.
29.
Who's coming? Mike.
White. Low. Go. Get set. 734.
Banjo.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And now the Bears going to signal for another timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Jordan Berry now as he'll punt it away for the second time. Now Austin. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Great blocking, nearly sprung him there. 28-yard return. And it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10.
Watch tight. Tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight end's right.
Here we go, 47.
4 down. 4 down.
26.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30.
Let's go, get up,
A
get
good
up.
run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. The Bears moving hastily in the hurry-up offense.
26.
2nd down, Prescott. This will be caught inside the 10. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That one goes for 24 yards. A first trip to the red zone for the Bears. They've got it 1st and goal at the 7.
4 down. 4 down. Alert.
Here we go, 46, 46. Under. Gun.
You gonna see me in your
Here we go, 46.
You gonna see me.
26.
Prescott from the gun.
Check 9.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Chris Conley in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bears draw a bit closer. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed, and a lot of football, full half to be played. Crosby on now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And out come the Dolphins now. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Let's get out of there.
29. 29.
Hey. Switch.
29.
Mike's 22. Mike's 22.
Come here.
In your face.
The final shot here before half for Carr. Escaping the pressure, and he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So the two teams will head to the locker rooms here in Miami with the Dolphins on top. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. That throw good for 4. It's second down. Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up second and 6.
Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right.
Here we go, 180.
4 down. 4 down.
26.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Here we go. Go to 54. Go to 54. Why ain't it?
Check.
Here we go. 46.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Caught here by Conley. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 26 on the third down conversion.
Let's go. Let's finish now.
Tight end right. Hey.
Now a handoff. It's Freeman. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
That's it. Big hit.
Here we go. 46.
24. Watch 24.
Here we go. 47.
Freeman again.
Joker.
Past the 20.
Blitz.
A big run there by Freeman. 46 yards on the ground. And Freeman, not sure if he was a surprise exactly, but he sure took the NFL by storm.
Well, when you talk with his team, they'll tell you they saw this coming. They knew he had the talent, and they were just ready to turn him loose on a full-time basis, and he took full advantage of it.
And now one of the most electrifying runners in the game today. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They come out here in the and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Dak Prescott, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2, but this is up and good, and we are tied at 14. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you. Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Low. Go. 7:34.
Now Carr throwing on 2nd down.
Here we go again.
On the crossing route, complete. It's Bird. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
6-18. Hey, Raider 2.
3 down.
Shotgun now for Carr. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
7:34.
Hey, boys, we got 4 down. Mike 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike.
You got 56 there.
Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on.
To throw again. Carr. He's going to air one out. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on. 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
The Dolphins on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Tight end right.
Express.
3 down.
694.
Check. 3 down.
29.
Carr to throw again. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Daniil Hunter in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
Back him up.
Monday night.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
6:37.
Mike's 22.
Go.
They do go for it. It's Carr.
Motion.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hey.
Hey, switch.
4 down.
26.
They'll try to get the ground game going with Freeman. And a short gain down to about the 33. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. Check the outs.
Here we go, 46.
Watch twist.
26.
Again, they'll run with Freeman. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Back now in Miami. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. The Bears on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Check. 53's Mike. Check.
26.
Prescott to throw it. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. So the field goal unit is on the field, as this is a big spot right here. This to break our 4th quarter tie. And Crosby puts it through, and they take a 17-14 lead. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
This is taken about 7 yards deep. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course.
Your trip ends here, baby. Your trip ends here.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
White down. 6-18.
Even. 4 down.
6-18.
Watch that.
Carl try it again on 2nd down. He sets to fire deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And give him a gain of 37.
Now, that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
Like 29.
29. 29.
Yeah. Watch that.
On 1st down, Carr forced out to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Leonard Floyd in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year.
Express. Raider 2.
Out.
29.
Carr to throw on 2nd down. Steps away to his left. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. The former number 1 overall pick, Jadeveon Clowney, in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year.
694.
We coming all day.
Low. Purdue.
Like 22. He's
808.
coming, Mike.
Purdue.
I'm coming.
On 3rd and long, it's Carr. Green with a catch left side. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. They'll get 19 out of this, but it will still bring up a 4th down. So a big spot forthcoming for the kicker, Blair Walsh. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And Walsh able to convert it as his kick is good. And the Dolphins have tied things up here in the 4th. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
Hey, we're going to kill.
You can't block me. Big edge.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. It's a 6-yard loss on the play, and it'll make this a 2nd and long.
We got 26.
Play action now, Prescott. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball, but he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Switch is A.
53.
26.
Throwing. Prescott. And able to find Conley. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A big 30-yard play on 3rd.
Woo! You got him. You got him. You got him.
Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Tight ends on the Ringo.
Here we go, 47.
4 down.
Here we go, 47. 26.
Prescott looks to throw on first. Room to run inside the 40. And finally brought down at the 31-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
Prescott now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
47.
Check. Who got 17? Who got
26.
And now a 10th carry for Freeman. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. Now the Dolphins are going to take another timeout here, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Man left. 4 down.
Here we go, 180. 26.
On 2nd down, Freeman might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Strong right. 4 down. Alert.
26.
Now the pitch to Freeman. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
Yeah, and that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker, and we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to take the lead here in the final minute. And Crosby puts it through. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
Yeah, they practice this all the time,
they practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect.
But 5-man box.
Back to throw. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game. That you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Down. Blue 80.
Go 58 to the mic.
5 down. 734.
Check safety, check safety. 58, right over there.
He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26, and they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Day, every day.
That's a takeaway. Now that's a takeaway. That's how the defense score points.
Double tight, double tight.
Hey, switch.
Hey, 4 down, 4 down.
Here we go. What?
The win for the Bears just around the corner. They go down to a knee.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right? Just us against the world and get it done. How happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole